on another adventure. We're here in Oak Park, Illinois at the Oak Park Shakespeare Theater Festival.
Oak Park Festival Theater. But
Yeah.
it is Shakespeare, and it's our first nighttime adventure. Well, that we're recording anyway. It's our first time nighttime adventure. It's late. It's going to be way past his bedtime by the time he's done. This is going to be a challenge to see which one of us falls asleep, though, first. We'll find out.
Yeah.
We are here.
He's going to fall asleep.
No, shh. I'm talking.
Stop pushing me.
It's Shakespeare in the park. If you haven't ever done Shakespeare in the park, you really got to do Shakespeare in the park. You got to do Shakespeare in the park. It's the way it was meant to be done. When Shakespeare was first doing plays, they did do it inside the. He didn't do it inside the theater with all the lights and stuff. No, we're doing it at night, and there will be lights, but it's outside, and it's really just great fun. There's a real tradition of doing summer theater, like in the summer stock theater from New England, or the barnstormers that went through the South or the Midwest, and I'm talking about like the theater barnstormers, not the airplane barnstormers.
What does this have to do with Shakespeare?
I'm talking. It has nothing to do with Shakespeare. Anyway, barnstormers, they used the airplane ones, but they took their name from the theater people because they used to go town to town, like the theater barnstormers who did their stuff inside of barns, and hopefully the airplane guys didn't go in the barns. It has nothing to do with Shakespeare. The point is, this is a wonderful play, Love's Labour's Lost. You shouldn't be intimidated by Shakespeare. You know, you're not having a chance to do it, you should go do it, because really it's not that inaccessible. It's quite understandable. This play actually is really pretty inaccessible and hard to understand, because there's a lot of play on words and stuff, and so unless you were, kind of a 15th century person, you might not get a lot of this. But really, this play has a lot of wonderful stuff in it.
Fight scenes?
No.
Chase scenes?
No chase scenes.
Suicide? Poisoning? Ghosts?
No,
blood?
no.
Monsters?
No. Actually, no. It doesn't really have any much of that. Little love, a woman that kills a deer with an arrow, and 4 French guys that dress up like Russians.
Sounds hilarious.
Yeah. Well, give it a chance. I mean, we haven't seen it yet, so we'll go and we'll see what it's like. But and we'll let you know. But it really should be a great deal of fun. Let's go see the play. The coolest guy in the audience.
And if it wasn't for the planes from O'Hare, you would be perfect.
It's very exciting. Pretty music. It must be a love story. It's getting close to showtime. I've turned my cell phone off.
Yeah.
Alan hasn't turned his off.
I don't have a cell phone.
It's getting very exciting. It's going to start any moment now. The theater lights will go down.
There is no theater.
There's lights, but the sunlight will go down. And the magic will happen.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Okay, we need to explain something at this point. Because the actors are in a union and the production is the intellectual property of the Oak Park Festival Theater, we couldn't record it and we can't show it to you. In general, this is what happens. The King of Navarre and 3 of his knights have returned from fighting. I assume a whole bunch of other people have returned too, but they aren't in the play. Wanting to turn to more intellectual pursuits, the king wants the knights to swear off pretty much everything except reading for 3 years, and this includes women. Okay, you can see where this is heading. The knights reluctantly agree, and then a princess and 3 ladies in waiting arrive on a diplomatic mission from France. So, the boys basically go out and put out a no girls allowed sign, and the ladies have to camp outside the castle walls. Then, a whole bunch of antics and witticisms ensue. We also see a rascally servant, a stereotypical Shakespearean wench, a braggart Spaniard, a pompous professor, a pious priest, and a dim-witted constable who fill out the silly subplot, right?
Yeah, but why did they spell labor with a U?
You're trying to throw me off track. I don't know. It's a British thing. Just go with it. Okay. So that's the end of Act 1, which is really the end of Act 3. You see, Shakespeare wrote plays in 5 acts, but they do 1 intermission now, so you would typically get 3 acts in the first act and 2 acts in the second act. You know what I mean?
Whatever.
Intermission. What do you think? So far, so good?
They got those tents over there. And there was nobody in the tents. Not even anybody coming out of them.
When everyone is finished at the porta potties, they dim the lights and start Act 2, which is really Acts 4 and 5. This is where the princess shoots a deer for no apparent reason, and the boys dress up like Russians for an even murkier reason. After more silliness, the boys finally profess their love to the girls, and the subplot characters decide to put on a play within the play to celebrate. This is going well until a messenger comes along and tells the princess that her father is dead. This really depresses everybody, and instead of getting married, the girls go back to France, and the boys have to go back to reading books. No wedding, no bloodletting, turn out the lights, the party's over.
Kind of dark now. Show's over. Good?
Yeah,
Shakespeare. Not a bad writer, huh?
he isn't a bad writer.
No.
What now?
I guess we go home.